So George, it's obviously no secret that everyone at the club has been disappointed with the last few weeks, but what an opportunity to go into a fresh competition and face a fresh team this week and rip into that.
Yeah, I think it's a good time for us to shift competition. It's a good opportunity to reflect and work out where we've gone wrong the last few weeks, but also an exciting prospect to rip into something different, shift the mindset a little bit and get excited about it.
Yeah, and how excited are you to get into this European competition? Obviously a competition that this club's had a lot of success in the past.
Yeah, really excited. I think European competition is always exciting. I think going over to Tbilisi, which is somewhere new, different experience, different challenges, is really exciting. And then obviously we've got Clermont, giants of the French league coming over next week. So two massive challenges and to be excited about.
Yeah, I guess everyone at the club's really excited to go over to Tbilisi and face Black Lion for the first time.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's a different area. Most of us don't know it at all. A lot of their players featured in the World Cup, so we know it's a good team. But it'll be, different environment, different stadium, different players. And there's lots of things come with that: hotels, different foods. But it's a long trip for us. It's a 5-day trip. We can't get out there as we would normally the day before. So. It's a little bit more like a tour, but gives us an opportunity to get away, get a bit of work done, treat it as a bit of a mini camp, and like I say, it'll be a very physical opposition at the end of the week.
Yeah, you mentioned the opposition there. What are you expecting from Black Lion?
Oh, they're big, physical, like what you saw from Georgia in the World Cup. Some very good players. Georgie Kevaladzi's out there playing, so we know Georgie very well, and Georgie's a real class player. We enjoyed having him here for his time at Gloucester. So there's a lot of threats. And we think, it'd be, to say, physical is probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, and obviously people would have seen that travelling squad to go to Georgia. What are your thoughts on that? With obviously 2 games so close together, is obviously a balancing act, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got to use the squad smart over these 2 weeks because, like I say, this is a 5-day trip to get to Georgia. So we've got a decent journey getting home after the game, and then we've got 5 days till we play Clermont on Friday. So logistically, we're having to leave some staff behind, we're having to leave some players behind. We're going to have to work it so that we've got the right balance and also get the right training in and use the boys correctly. So a bit of a balancing act, but like you say, exciting.
With so many games on the bounce and obviously the World Cup and everything at play as well, it's important you manage that squad, isn't it?
Yeah, I think player welfare is important, and we've got to look after the lads on not just a physical front but a mental front. And some guys have played a lot of rugby. They've come in, there's 21 games on the bounce here before there's a break in the season at all. So you've got to sit with the individual and work out where they're at, how many minutes they've played, how they're feeling, and get the balance right of giving some lads a chance to recharge, whilst there's some hungry players in their positions who want to take their positions. So I think from that point of view, you've got to look after the player, you've got to put their welfare first at all times, and I think we're a good club for doing that.
And obviously it's got quite an exciting mix of youth and obviously some experience. Johnny coming back in as well.
Yeah, we've got some, and we've got some unbelievable young talent who've been playing really well actually. And like I say, Johnny May back in, Luds is there. There's lots to be excited about. I think there's a few lads, who won't be coming with us, who can use this week as an opportunity to freshen up, who've played a lot of rugby and check themselves and have the conversations we need to have. But like you say, there's lots of top quality players going to Georgia.
Yeah, a lot of those young lads have got some minutes this season. I guess that's where it really counts now, isn't it, when you do have to use your squad wisely?
Yeah, absolutely. Most of the lads have played a very good amount of rugby, and they're all sharp, ready to go. So from that point of view, a lot of these combinations have played in the Premiership over the last few weeks, a lot of rugby in the Prem Cup. So the combinations are good, and like you say, the quality of Johnny May and the like out there, will lead the charge.
And finally, you've obviously witnessed the Cherry and White supporters out in Bordeaux and La Rochelle last year, and how exciting will it be to see them in a fresh city in Tbilisi, and looking forward to them getting behind you again? Yeah,
the travelling support's always awesome, and I think those were a couple of good trips for us last year that I thought the guys who came with us was brilliant, and we had good fun with them, and I think it's a special experience. I think somewhere like Tbilisi that we don't know is even more exciting, that we all get to do it together.